Think about all the times you said things like, I need to drink more water, or I need to do more reading. While these issues can feel more like mild irritations than wider life issues most of the time, they're all reflective of one thing, your self-discipline. Here's the brutal truth. Self-discipline is like any muscle in your body. With enough training, you can grow and improve it. But most people never understand why it's so damn difficult in the first place. Today, I'm gonna break down exactly why self-discipline feels impossible and how you can finally master it. Because when life is running smoothly, work is flowing, you're not making silly mistakes, and you feel positive within yourself and your relationships, everything is accumulation of self-discipline. Let's get into it. The foundation of success. Let me tell you something. Self-discipline is essentially the continuation of good, healthy habits that ultimately improve your life. Each time you put yourself in a position to win, you're profiting from all the previous times you've shown a sense of self-discipline. Without that trait, it's easy to slip up and break a discipline streak. The only person who can hold you accountable is you, and that's where it gets difficult, potentially causing self-depreciation to creep in too. It's important not to let that happen. But here's what you need to understand. Self-discipline is like any muscle in your body. With enough training, you can grow it, improve it. Primarily, this revolves around heightened self-awareness, starting with knowing why it's so important and how it can affect your life. My work ethic is non-negotiable. There are certain standards that I live by. I live by discipline, setting high standards for myself that's non-negotiable. Here's the first reason self-discipline is so difficult, you can't always rely on your environment. Let's say you're trying to complete an online course, you set everything up to maximize productivity, a Pomodoro app, relaxing music, no distractions, and a belly full of food. You start, but you can't hear a noise from the door, or perhaps a roommate has turned the PlayStation on down the hall. All of a sudden, your environment has changed, and there are things out of your control. These changes can become distractions, which can derail any work rate, no matter how prepared you are. Scenarios like this are precisely why you can't purely rely on your environment. Of course, you can completely recluse yourself, but for those living in cities and even housing estates, distractions aren't hard to come by. Self-discipline is the bouncer to your mind. It's the force that allows you to keep plugging forward. A disciplined mind is a prepared one. There's no doubt about that. You can prepare for distractions easily if you know what grabs your attention. But discipline doesn't only lie in how you set up your environment. It also lies in how you react. Do you follow your wavering attention or bring it back in line? Knowing the answer is the first step in this process. The second reason self-discipline is so difficult, things don't happen overnight. When you're next having a pensive moment of self-reflection and decide you're unhappy with where your life is heading, remember the phrase, when in doubt, zoom out. Its original meaning comes from analyzing stock markets. The idea is that even if your portfolio or the value of the companies you've invested is down, you'll do well to zoom out. The situation may look bad in the present moment, but overall, the value will be much higher than 10 years ago. We can transfer a similar policy to everyday life. As progress is not constant upward trajectory, it's not all one-way traffic. There are ups and downs in everyday signs of life. But if you pull back and look at things from a more overall standpoint, you'll likely see the progress you've made. The reason we often look back on old versions of ourselves and wonder, what was I thinking? That goes to show all the sustained progress, success, does not happen overnight. In fact, overnight success are mislabeled. They are a product of years, perhaps even decades of effort. Practice and patience, it takes time to be successful. Let's not forget that. Take Vera Wang, one of the world's most famous designers. She didn't enter the fashion industry until she was 40 years old, and she was a journalist and a figure skater before that. It highlights just how little we know about our future and that success isn't an immediate guarantee. All of this showcases how vital self-discipline is in the search of success. Discipline is knowing that the effort you put in now will be rewarded at a later date. Success is built in everyday life of resilience that comes with self-discipline. The third reason self-discipline is so difficult, motivation fades. Building on from the last point, it's important to note motivation's role in maintaining a disciplined mind and life. Motivation isn't sustainable if you wait for it to hit. Instead, you must take action. The rest will follow. Once you've started something, it's difficult to stop. You must understand the value of immediate and delayed gratification. Delayed gratification, choosing to complete the work instead of playing the video game. Here, you're choosing your long-term future self on multiple levels. Then you've got the bonus of freeing up time, purposely play the video game after then doing instead of something more important. You're putting the work now, delaying the gratification for undoubtedly more sustainable rewards in the future. Keeping discipline is about consistently reminding yourself of what it's all for, that glowing, achievable future success. Reason 4, adult life doesn't have stablers on. Let's be honest, most of the adult life is about making up as you go along. Fake it until you make it, if you will. As a child and young adult, you have life stabilizers firmly attached. Mistakes can be rectified and consequences aren't as severe. Adulthood takes those stabilizers off and thrusts you towards the instability of independence, making everything a bit too real at times. When you break it down, you're responsible of how successful you are or will become. Building that success must come from within because relying on others for your progress and overall life quality is unsustainable and largely unattainable way of living. Having a disciplined mind helps you provide guidance when you at least expect it, but need it the most. If someone else has let you down, it's the discipline which will keep you going. Besides, it's okay to admit that adult life is scary. You can do everything right, but still be dealt a poor hand. But self-discipline is the one thing you can hold on to and use as a pillar for progress. You gotta get up every day. Wake up at 5 a.m. Do the things you don't wanna do. That's the way you grow. The security of self-discipline. Here's something powerful about self-discipline most people don't realize. It provides security. Even watching this video takes self-discipline. This is not the shortest video in the world. If you've gotten to this point and listened to everything I've said, then you should pat yourself on the back. Merely watching the video to its end shows a certain level of discipline already. Self-discipline is a tool to help you feel safe because when your back is up against the wall, there's security in knowing you have the equipment necessary to navigate the choppy seas and get back on track. Moreover, the comfort in knowing how maintained self-discipline keeps life going in a normal manner is security in itself. After all, humans need discipline to keep everything trundling along nicely. So whether you're committed to exercising 3 days a week or simply turn down the allure of distraction, know that you're experiencing the benefits of self-discipline. It affects everything we do. When it gets hard, how do you continue to keep going? Well, you need to have a strong mindset, stop believing your limiting beliefs and lying to yourself. Take action, go for a run, work out, do something that's gonna change your life for the positive. Now let me give you the practical steps to build self-discipline starting today. Step 1, create non-negotiables. First, establish your non-negotiables. These are the damn pillars, the things you do every single day no matter what. No excuses, no compromises. For me, it's waking up early before the damn sun comes up, before the world even starts making noise. It's about constant learning, always sharpening the mind. It's about eating clean, fueling this machine with precision. Step 2, start small. Second, start with the small steps that can bring results to boost your confidence and feel successful. Each time you complete a step, feelings of success can grow, while feelings of lack of discipline decrease. Step 3, change your environment. Discipline will teach you how vital your environment is to success. So it will do everything to set up and maintain a harmonious, success-inducing place to build habits. Step 4, take immediate action. Get away from that bad behavior, those bad negative thoughts. Do something that's going to empower you to feel better and take action. While the average person is hitting snooze, scrolling mindlessly, or shoving junk food, you're stacking micro victories. These non-negotiables compound into a massive advantage. The compound effect. Here's what happens when you finally master self-discipline, everything compounds. They build the discipline, the energy, and the clarity you need to outwork, outthink, outperform everyone else. Each discipline action builds on the last one. The day I decided to become unshakable, everything changed. My energy, my focus, my leadership, it all leveled up. But that started when I stopped chasing comfort and started chasing the truth. Remember, progress is not a constant upward trajectory. There are ups and downs in everyday stage of life. But if you pull back and look at things from a more overall standpoint, you'll see the progress you've made. Success is built in the day-to-day resilience that comes from self-discipline. It's knowing that the effort you put in now will be rewarded at a later date. The question is, are you willing to do what others won't do today so you can have what others won't have tomorrow? Self-discipline affects everything we do. It's the foundation of every success story, every breakthrough, every transformation. Here's what I want you to do for right now. Pick one area of your life where you've been lacking discipline, just one. Maybe it's waking up early, maybe it's working out, maybe it's following up on opportunities. Whatever it is, commit to being disciplined in that one area for the next 30 days. Not perfect, discipline. Show up even when you don't feel like it. Remember, self-discipline is the bouncer to your mind. It's the force that allows you to keep plugging forward, day by day, when your back is up against the wall. There's security in knowing you have the equipment necessary to navigate the choppy seas. You weren't born to be average, you were born to be disciplined. You were born to build the life you want through consistent daily action. If this video helped you understand why discipline is so difficult and how to build it, smash the subscribe button, drop a comment, and tell me what area you're going to focus on building discipline. And remember, discipline is freedom. The choice is yours. The time is now. Let's build that discipline muscle together. Let's go.